Hello. Hello, hello. It's Sam from Maker Flow. I know you guys aren't used to seeing me, but we are at live time. So here we go. Let me know if you guys can hear me okay. Hopefully you can. Good morning from Georgia. All right, cool. Well, welcome guys. We have a amazing live today. So lots of fun stuff going on. You got me here. You got Layla on the keyboard back there chit-chatting. Hey. And we also have a special guest today. But I will tell you, first of all, I'm not sure if anyone has been watching the stories. I hope that you have. But we've been having some fun with them. And if you guys saw the story with Danny and a cowbell, and you're wondering why or what was that about, you're going to find out in about, let me see, in about 28 minutes and 57 seconds from now. So we're going to have an alarm go off. And when that alarm does go off, we are going to have some announcements for you. So regardless of what's happening, whether it's, we're in the middle of talking to a speaker, whether John's talking, Mark's talking, doesn't matter. We're going to get into what we're offering today. So you're gonna find some free stuff. Might have some giveaways going on. Might have something. I can't even tell you, because if I tell you, then you'll know. So grab your friends, tell them they need to be here on this live. You've got about 28 minutes and 16 seconds now to get your friends here. So when that happens at the 30-minute mark, you're going to want to be here for sure. And that's all I'm going to say about that. So welcome again, everybody. I see lots of cool people in the chat. I think that's my friend Ash. Hey, how's it going? And for you who don't know, the special guest today is Kathryn Ewers. So guys, in about 10 minutes or less, we're going to have her jump on. We're going to talk to her a little bit about what she does best, and that's make amazing products look even more amazing. And we're gonna see, a little bit of tips and tricks from her, hopefully. But let me know if you guys have any questions so far. We always treat these like an Ask Me Anything. But yeah, so far, let me know. Layla, do we have any questions so far? Or have I broken the sound? Hopefully they can hear me because I just kept talking.
So far, nobody has any questions. Everybody's just saying hi to you.
Awesome. And we got a lot of people from around the States, I see. Guys, we're lighting up that map. We need to have like a big physical map in here that we can just like press the states, like when you guys tune in from that state and we're like, show it off. That would be really cool. Maybe that's for the next live or two. We'll see. But yeah, awesome. So guys, we are going to have so much cool stuff today. So let me get started with the intro. I'm not used to doing the intro, so I'm a little lost up here, but this is the thing. We are live today. We'll be live for, hour and a half-ish, maybe a little more, maybe a little less. But we're going to have a lot of cool things going on today. Father's Day is coming up, not before Mother's Day. So if you saw any of the most recent lives, you'll see we're doing a lot of Mother's Day files, a lot of different things that you can do for that holiday as well. So if you're missing out on those files from those lives, don't worry. They're still available to you. You just need to go to the product that you saw featured on the live, and you'll see those files there. We also made a really cool post recently. So if you're not sure what to do, Layla spelled it out for you in really cool like graphic artwork. So you can go ahead and check that out as well. And then today, like I said, we'll be focusing on some Father's Day stuff. So we've got some heavy hitters from Father's Day. We've got a smash burger set over here. And then over here, we have a barbecue set that I might have been testing out. So I will give you just a sneak peek of a file you might have access to later, but I did make it teeny tiny. So if you guys are looking for some cool Dad's Day designs, we might be going over those real soon. And then, also, since we're doing the Father's Day special, we have the classic spatula. I say spatula with hesitance because I know a lot of people are calling this a burger flipper. So whatever you call it, put it in the chat. Let's see your favorite nickname for the spatula. If you guys have a special name for your spatula, I'd like to hear that too. I know some people have cool names for their engravers, but spatulas are pretty essential too. So let me know. And then, yeah, we're going to, like I said, we'll talk to Kathryn, and then we'll go over some engraving on our side. We're going to do some stuff with the F2 Ultra. And then on top of that, we also have some UV DTF that we printed from actually the Ninja Transfer add-on on our website. So if you guys have been curious about UVDTF, how that works, or even DTF itself, you can order those on our website through Ninja Transfers. So pretty cool. But yeah, so we got a lot of cool stuff coming in. What are the fun names we got going on, Layla?
So far, everybody's Team Spatula or Flipper.
Awesome. Cool. Well, on top of that, too, we're going to be able to have time to kind of talk about, how you generate some of these files, right? So a lot of the files that we're using today, I'd like to say I made them myself, but I mean, it was with a lot of help. And when I say a lot of help, there's a special tool that we use today to create some really cool copyright-free images that you can just use right away. They came right out of how I generated them onto the barbecue set right there. So lots of cool stuff going on. I will say, as far as MakerFlow updates, we did just release a new podcast last Thursday. So if you haven't checked that out from John and Mark, make sure you do so. We've got another episode coming this Thursday as well, so really soon, and shorts coming out pretty much every day. So make sure you guys are checking those out. And if you're enjoying them, spoiler alert, we might be doing something different with the next one. And if you've been around watching those podcasts for a while, it might seem a little familiar, but it's going to be really cool, and I hope you guys love it. So lots of good stuff happening with that. And then also on top of that, for all my Spanish-speaking friends, last week we did an episode of Hecho con Razón with Genesis, and that one was really awesome. So if you guys are Spanish speakers and you haven't checked out our Spanish YouTube account, make sure you do so. It's MakerFlow en Español. We made it really easy to find. So check it out. Lots of good stuff there too. Any questions coming in before I bring in our awesome guest?
So far, no questions, but everybody's excited.
Okay, cool. I don't see John on just yet, but I heard that he might be joining us a little later. So for now, I say, do you guys want to see the guests? Who's here for Kathryn? I know you all didn't come here for just me. All right, let's bring Kathryn in and see what's going on over there.
Hey everybody.
Hello.
Thanks for having me. I'm reading all your comments.
Awesome. Well, we're really glad you're here, Kathryn. I know I brought you in with confidence because I'm expecting everyone to know who you are. But for those who don't, why don't you introduce yourself? Tell us a little bit about what you do and what makes you so awesome.
Oh, I'm reading the comments. It's just like, oh my gosh, thank you. It's such nice things to say. My name is Kathryn Ewers, and I am a maker. And I call myself, this is how I introduce myself. I'm a maker. I'm a full-time teacher. I'm a mother and a wife. So currently, I'm still teaching full-time, but because of the business, our business called Primary Market that we started during the COVID quarantine of 2020, it has grown. And about a month ago, we made the decision for me to go to school part-time. I cannot give it up. So I'm going to be teaching high school science part-time next year and running Primary Market full-time. So it's going to be a transition for me, but I'm ready to take this on.
You're going to do all the things.
Yeah, I'm going to do all the things. We'll see how this goes. My boss, my principal, is extremely supportive. She's like, hey, you want to come back full-time? You just let me know. So I was like, oh my gosh. So I'm so excited to be doing this. I do run a laser group for other people that want to get into the laser business. Our group is called Primary Market Laser Partners, and we just hit the 19,000 member threshold. And every time I'm talking about being a maker and running a retail business, I'm always talking about, if you want to do this too, you can join my group. I'm marketing to other businesses. And I was like, well, you can actually do what I do too. I'm like, what am I doing? But, I love educating. So every time I can talk about laser engraving or running a business or helping other people grow businesses, that's what my passion is.
That's amazing. I do have to say, I think someone just popped in who might want to say hello. So let's go ahead and bring him on here and see how this looks. Hey, look at that. Oh, we can't hear you, John.
There you go. Can you hear me now?
There we go.
There we go. Awesome. Look at that. I didn't know that was possible with technology. That's so cool.
That's how it works.
Well, I'm really glad we could get Kathryn up here. I know no one knows her, so we can give her a little bit of notoriety here. So no, I'm just kidding. If anything, you're helping us. But I'm so happy to have her join our live because it's really funny how Kathryn and us got acquainted. What was it? We just celebrated our 1 or 2 year anniversary knowing you.
I think we're on year 2.
We're on year 2.
It was Easter Sunday.
That's right, Easter Sunday.
Yes.
And
so I was working on Easter Sunday.
Yeah, and tell us what you did to kind of get everything going, because that was nuts.
Sure. Yeah, for sure. So before we got into laser engraving, my husband had a CNC machine, and off of Amazon, we bought a couple spatulas, like Maker Flow carries. And I was buying those spatulas for about $14, $15 a piece. And I felt like, we were turning a good profit on them. But then I thought I couldn't always source them. And so I just Googled where I can find a wooden handle spatula. And there pops up Maker Flow. I was like, oh my gosh, these things are less than $5. I'm going to order some cases, and I'm going to introduce this concept of best flippin' dad to my group. And my group bought hundreds of, if not thousands, of spatulas, which I call a grill flipper. So everybody has their nickname. Mine is a grill flipper. So what I'm talking about, and if you were already on the live, Sam already brought this up, but these are way nicer than anyone that I got off of Amazon. So these have a really nice rubber wood handle, and they got the suede. So I was buying them. They didn't have suede off Amazon, so I added my own suede rope to them. And all I did was I just engraved best flippin' dad, best flippin' papa, best flippin' grandpa. And I introduced this to the group. It took off, and I thought, ooh, I better check their stock. So I messaged the Maker Flow team. I'm probably just on Facebook, and I just introduced myself, and I introduced us, our group, and I was like, what the heck's happening? So we sold out their grill flippers.
We did, and
how it all began.
Honestly, like the grill flippers was not like one of our main products. It's one of our products, right, for Father's Day, but it wasn't like we're gonna sell a lot of these, and like. And the funniest part about the story is that Mark and I were in Chicago 2 hours away from Kathryn. We didn't know that. And so like, we're literally like, we're in the hotel room, and I'm like, why are we selling? We don't have these many. What is going on? And so Mark made a group between the three of us, and she's like, yeah, I'm Kathryn. I have a group, and my goodness, it was nuts. And I remember we were getting on a bus to go somewhere, and Mark and I were like, maybe we should just go meet her. Like, we're only 2 hours away,
So it was springtime. So it was before Next Level in Tulsa. And I was like, you guys, you gotta check out this Next Level, and you should be vendors. I think I'm responsible for getting you there.
Yeah, you're responsible for a lot of things, not just that.
Yeah. I was like, and when we went, Jason's like, you gotta give us some space. You can't. I was like, we're like best friends.
Yeah. So I saw a few people saying that Kathryn is an influence. She's gonna make us bias more, things like that. But Kathryn is an influence in many different ways. I try to be involved in many different events, and the amount of time Kathryn's name comes up is incredible for all the things you do, Kathryn. Even for us to come out with some products, we rely on Kathryn and her advice. So I think you've been more than instrumental in helping like the industry out. And if anyone here doesn't know Kathryn, make sure you do go and join her group, because she posts daily and she posts like a lot of inspirational stuff to help you grow your business. And I think there would be so many people that would raise their hand that you've changed their lives, and that you've helped them make more money, grow their business, and improve their lives. So, and that's just you. And talking about Jade, that's a whole another story. So that's another inspirational mini Kathryn. So hopefully we get to see her later. But really appreciate you. Yeah, I really appreciate you like doing everything. It's incredible. So
well, you know that I feel the same way about you. Back 2 years ago in the spring, John and I just connected. I call Mark our silent partner. He's always part of our chats. He'll chime in like here and there. But I can't say enough, and everybody that follows Maker Flow knows about this whole entire team and how they just empower the maker. So Maker Flow will do anything for us, and the products are superior. Why do I buy from Maker Flow? Because packaging is a big part of my brand. So I've spoken on packaging and presentation at different conferences now, and I wake up every day and I still cannot believe that this is my life. So I'm incredibly blessed. And when people say like, oh yeah, I got those marble acacia boards to Maker Flow and I sold out of them immediately, it's like, yes. Like that to me, helping people grow and helping people achieve financial stability is just something that really checks off all of my boxes. One thing I do want to share real quick is part of our story and why we started Primary Market, because there's times of financial uncertainty that we've all experienced. And, I'm standing here in my kitchen, that's redone and stuff like that. But the reason we started Primary Market was I'm working as a parochial high school teacher. And if you know anything about parochial schools, we don't have the teacher's pension. We don't have the public school salary, but we have a lot of other benefits. My husband was working at a really lucrative job, and COVID hit. He gets laid off indefinitely. We're staring at one another like, oh my gosh, we're living outside of our means. What are we going to do? So we started this side hustle, and for Christmas, because of saving and really being intentional with selling for Christmas this year, I was able to give my husband $400 cash, and I said, take it down to the bank and pay off our mortgage. That was just a goal that I had back in 2020. So it was like, oh my gosh, how are we going to pay our mortgage? To let's get this paid off. So
that's amazing.
That's what I want to do for everybody else. I want them to have that gratification and that financial stability.
Yeah, and I've been so grateful that Kathryn, that you've shared that your journey for us throughout. It's been awesome and incredible to be part of that journey with the whole family, and it's been incredible, and we're super grateful of that. But I want to get off screen. And so I want, you're the star of the show. I just wanted to come in because it's so nostalgic to revisit the story of sort of when we met. And you are the person, you are officially the grill flipper. So the queen of the flippers. And so I really want everyone to get to know you, and want you to showcase everything. The one thing I will say, if you're on this live and you're listening, this might not be talked about enough, but Kathryn is known for many things. One thing is that she's the queen of packaging. She's now getting to know with her delegating, and to give full credit, Bushi's name should be thrown around in the queen of packaging, because I don't think she gets enough credit for the packaging. But if she's listening, Bushi, there's your credit, and Kathryn can tell you who that is. But one thing that I do want to let everyone know that's watching the live now or later is that if you want to know how to sell a product for more than what you see on Etsy or what you might see on Facebook Marketplace, or if if you're going out there and you're like, oh, I'm selling it, the market's selling it for 20, you have to sell it for 18. Kathryn's the person you want to follow and listen to, because I'll come to Kathryn and say, Kathryn, this is the price, and she's selling it for a much higher premium. So if you want to understand how to get into this market, on how to take a product, elevate the product, and squeeze margin out of it like you've never before, Kathryn is the lady to follow, and the lady to really pay attention to, because she's the one that I feel is one of the people in our industry that's doing it right. So with further ado, though, I do want to get kicked off and booted, and I want to give the stage back to Sam and Kathryn.
Get out of here.
And I think there's a lot of fun and engaging things that are going to be happening in this live. So hopefully you guys stay. I'll be in the comments, but Layla, go ahead and kick my butt out of here.
Thanks, John.
Thanks, John.
Kicked him out quick.
These guys are, like all of them, Sam and Danny and Mark and John and everybody on the team, they are so busy. But I just feel like I don't know how they have time for all of us, because I know how many times I'm in their inbox.
Well, honestly, like the biggest part of it is just, and it's like what you're talking about, right? Like being passionate about what you do, loving what you do. Because, you know, I think a lot of us do put in longer hours than we care to admit sometimes, or maybe than we should. But it's not anything that like you come in the next day and you're like, I want my hours back. You know what I mean? Like you're just
Right.
excited to get to do it again. And you know what I
Yes.
mean? Get to do it again. Like not that you have to, it's that you get to, right?
Absolutely.
So, I will say, there's a lot of comments that I've seen coming in. So I know that there's got to be some questions in there. Layla, do we have any questions for Kathryn, or just is everyone in admiration still?
Everyone's in admiration still.
Admiration.
Everybody loves your packaging and all the advice you give them. Everybody just loves you so much.
Well, that's so nice.
That's awesome. Well, I will say then, I have a question for you.
Yes.
So when I went and picked up the new barbecue set today for the live, I noticed that it's got new packaging.
Oh yeah, I noticed that too.
What do you think about that?
You know what? Before the barbecue set just slid into a box, and now it's nice and it's got some nice foam. The thing that I like the most about MakerFlow is that I don't have to go out and source a box. The boxes are premium boxes. They have foam inserts, and all I have to do is add my sticker and add my signature black satin bow. I go back and forth between black satin and grosgrain. They're interchangeable in my brand, but I'm just so happy with how the MakerFlow boxes look. So this is, you know, I have, like John was saying, delegation is something that I've been really working on in 2026, and really calling upon others to do stuff so I can be more creative. So one of our employees, Serenity, who is a senior in high school, she came over today and she helped me get ready for orders that are going out, and she helped me package. And she's like, why am I packaging an empty box? I said, well, the stuff's behind you, but I want to show how I would do this. So this is the 11-piece barbecue grill set box. So this box is a nice looking box. Now you can see all I added to this box was, I taught online, you think I would know how to do this. But all I did was I added a sticker. There we go. I just added a sticker to the box. I added some satin ribbon to the box, and gosh. But
So
look
like
how
I hear you
professional.
saying that you didn't do
Right.
much, but like look at that versus this. Like this is boring.
And that's what I love about MakerFlow is that the boxes themselves are so nice. So everybody asks me, you know, can you do a tutorial on how to tie a bow? And I'm like, just like you tie your shoes. You make a knot, and you make a bow. That's it. But you know, Sam, do you want to open up your box? Or do you want me to open up my box? I think it's
Yeah,
important
let's
to
see here.
show inside how nice the foam inserts are. You know,
Okay,
I've
so
been
we've got
doing a
this.
bunch of the laserette this week in the luggage tags. The luggage tags have been flying. You printed some tonight. I've been laser engraving some all week. All colors. Yeah, that looks so nice. It's just
Check it
packaged in
out.
there so well, and it just looks premium to me. And it looks premium to my customers too.
And like the handle's protected. Like before, because I want to say this used to just come in like bubble wrap, right?
They were bubble wrapped and then they were put into a box, which was still a nice box. But when you add that foam into the boxes, I just think it adds that premium feel to it.
Absolutely.
And presentation is so important. And like John was saying, I don't know if I'm always pricing correctly or pricing right, but I know what I can price at for my market. And I always tell people, you know, if you can't get that price in your local market, then you have to go nationwide.
Yep.
You know, you have to build that website, and you know, we got a website crew.
That's right.
So that was introduced to me by MakerFlow. So I'll give them a shout out because they are amazing and they are our close friends as well. SNA Digital, Shristi and Arpit, ESENAY, SNA Digital, have been doing our website, and currently we're working on our SEO, search engine optimization. We got the quote back from them today. I haven't replied to them, but yes, we are going with it. We're going to accept their proposal, and we're going to really ramp up selling more off our website.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, I will say, It's such a great collaborative group. And I mean, like the proof is really just as in like what you're saying, right? So like you have all of this great stuff that you offer, and you're still working with all of these amazing people who help you with, the products or the website. It's really about building that community.
Right.
And I will say the funnest thing is if you are the least bit unfamiliar with any of the things we're talking about right now, not only was Kathryn a speaker at our APA Success Lounge, but so was Tristy and Arpit. And they spoke on behalf of SNA as well. So both of those videos are uploaded to YouTube already. So make sure you check out those speaker videos if you haven't. But they went over some really cool stuff there too. So if you guys are kind of looking for more info on Kathryn, on SNA, we got you. Just check out the YouTube videos. But yeah.
I always say a child is the best judge of character. So our daughter, Jay, she's 9. She's going to be 10 in a couple of weeks. She travels with us to these conferences. And when we have to depart from these conferences, it's very tough for her. And, this time I was with some other friends and she had to say goodbye to Tristy and Arpit. And I got the text like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. She just keeps crying. And I was like, because she loves you that much.
Oh,
so they're just great people. And like I said, I do consider that team and the Make a Flow team our friends.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And I have to say, we have to give some major props to Jay, because although she's not here right now, we are talking about her. Jay is amazing. She also has a blog about the awesome things that she's done, but she'll travel and she'll do on-site customizations with the F1, right? With pencils, all kinds of cool things. So if you want to talk about building your business like from a young age, like she's doing it right now. So I mean, you guys are both just real life goals. You know what I mean? That's awesome. I see a lot of comments coming in. Layla, do we have any questions from the group? No? All right. If you guys have questions for Kathryn, make sure you throw them in the chat, as we want to be able to get those answered from her. But in the meantime, I will ask some questions. What's been your favorite of the new products that have come out and why?
I have the new Smash Burger set. Last year, I introduced, I found some Smash Burger sets off of Amazon, and I was promoting those in the group. And then this is what Make a Flow does. What do you like about that? How can we make it better? And I was like, okay, I like these. These are selling really well for me. How can you make it better? Well, sometimes people have a hard time with the curvature in the handle. Well, there you go. Now it's flat. So, when you're buying these off of Amazon, you have to buy a box for it and whatnot. And this all comes in the set now. So I want to talk real briefly about everything that comes in that Smash Burger set. So, Sam, what is the wholesale price on this whole set? I don't recall off the top of my head, but
we're gonna pull it up on the website real quick.
It's not that much.
It's not bad.
Even when I was looking at it, and I just looked at it before I got on here, but I was like, holy cow, for all that, this is what you're getting. So I did a Grill Master. So I just put Grill Master on this handle here, but you can see that this is a flat handle. So this is one of the things when they were coming up with this new product that Mark, the Simon partner, was asking me a couple of things like, what do you think of this? What do you think of that flat handle? What do you think of this? What do you think of this? And that's what I always like. They always want to know what the maker needs and what the maker wants. So this is one of the pieces that come in that Smash Burger set. So you got the round metal Smash Burger. And in addition, you have another, spoiler alert, Uncle Keenan, our daughter's uncle, my brother, his birthday is on May 24th, which was my due date with my daughter. So my brother is getting this set. It's a Hertzner barbecue. I love sharing everything that I do. So if you're in my group, a lot of people, what font is that? What font is that? This is that B-Boss, whatever you call it, B-E-B-A-S. I just like the simplicity of this. So I got Hertzner barbecue. This comes in the set too. In addition, it comes with a big flipper. So best flipper uncle.
There you go.
This comes packaged in that set too. Also, it comes with a 3-in-1 hamburger patty maker.
And we got you that case price, by the way. It's $35.96. Oh, hold on. We got to stop you. Something's about to happen.
Oh, yay!
All right, guys. Okay,
so
so I have to
excited.
interrupt you. So we have a special caption that we can throw on right now too, guys. But this is that special segment of the show that I warned you guys about. We are 30 minutes in, so we got to talk about the deals. So what week are we in? We are in live 19, guys. So what that means is we've got a few different offers for you. First one we've got up on the screen. So you use live 19, add the smash set to your order, and have a minimum purchase of at least $99. So you got to have $99 worth of stuff in your bag, then add that smash set, then add the code at checkout, and it's going to be free. So all of this stuff that Kathryn's going over right now, you get yourself one of these for free so you can test it out. This does expire at midnight PST. So you only got about 7 hours to go with that-ish. But yeah, get those orders in. So have a $99 order, add that smash set, add the code LIVE19 at checkout, and you will get that smash set for free. On top of that, we also have our free files. So we've gotten into a few of them. I think I showed you a sneak peek of one. I want to say Kathryn has a cool one too. She might be able to show you. But we have several different files for you guys for free. All you have to do is DM us on Instagram or Facebook, and that DM is going to be live19. So we made it easy, one word today, for everything. Live19 to get you that free smash set, live19 to get you those files. And then, hold on, does everybody get that? Does that make sense to everybody before I go on to the next thing? Because there's more. All right, I'm going to take the silence as we get it. Cool. So the last thing I'm going to say is we're going to do a giveaway. So get ready. I'm going to ask you to type something in the chats. We're going to pick one person from Instagram, and we're going to pick 2 people from the YouTube, Facebook channels because there's a lot going on there. We got 3 giveaways, and all you have to do is type in live19 right now. We're going to pick at random 3 winners. So let's go, guys. Live19 in the chats. Let me know if you have questions. I see a lot of stuff coming in already. Live19, guys, in the chat. We're going to pick a winner. 3 winners, actually. All right, so I'm going to go over those deals one more time while you guys are typing. But again, you can type in live19 on your order. Once you've hit $99, add that smash set in, get it for free. And then we've also got the free files. DM us live19 on Instagram or Facebook. And then we've got some winners to announce.
You know,
So
I
Layla,
asked you how many times, Sam, like, you're giving away a whole set? You're giving away a whole set?
I asked the guys too beforehand. I was like, to clarify, this is what's happening, right? This is
right.
what's
I didn't want
happening.
to be misleading, but I was like, so I'm like DMing all my friends, like, hey, get on this.
Yeah, it's a good deal.
Yeah.
All right, so Layla, you got some winners for me?
Yes, I do.
All right, so our winners on, let's do the Instagram one first. Instagram, we're going to give you a free spatula today. All right? Instagram, who is it?
It'll be Care Bear 4246.
Care Bear 4246. Send us a quick DM with your email address, and we're going to get you taken care of, okay? And then on Facebook and YouTube, we got 2 winners to pick. I'll need you guys to reply in the chat with your email once we announce your username, okay? All right, what are those usernames, Layla?
For Facebook, Sheila Temp.
Sheila Temp. I love Sheila Temp. That's awesome. Oh, I didn't pick the winner, so it's not on me. Sheila, you're going to get that barbecue set. So congratulations, Sheila. And then for that smash burger set, we have
Willie Steamer.
Willie Steamer. Willie Steamer. So Willie, go ahead and send us your email address. Sheila, do the same. Just plug that into the chat, please. We're going to go ahead and save those. And you guys are going to get your free stuff when we're done. So Care Bear, you got your spatula. Sheila, you got your barbecue set. And Willie Steamer, you have a smash set. All right. So we did those 3 free giveaways. What do we think about that, guys? Was that exciting? Let me know what you think. And don't forget, right? Don't forget live19 to get all of the replay after this, get those free files, recap, all that jazz. Oh, look, we got some emails coming in already. Awesome.
I want to
You will
show
save
you a
those to the
file that I
side,
did
Layla.
on
Yeah, let's see the
board
file.
here. It's such a summer grill master because Uncle Keenan is not a father yet. He is a dog and cat dad, but
There you go.
I thought, summer grill master, I thought that was appropriate for my brother.
Yeah, that's
So
awesome.
that on the board that comes with that smash burger set. And a couple other things, with the smash burger set that I like is they offer these Teflon sheets that go right inside. It fits so nice inside of that board with a little lip on it. Like I said, they always
And
think about what else
I'm gonna say,
need.
yeah, those are exciting. Like I didn't know too much about it, but I
Mhm.
got my dad one of these sets for Christmas because he is a grilling guy. Like he loves it. I literally put his name on every single piece that was in there. Like anything that was wood says like
Yeah.
property of Don Brown. So they're all his now.
Mhm.
But when he saw that the little sheet, he was like, "It even has this," and I'm like, "Well, yeah, it's there." Like he was
Right.
excited.
Yeah. But they think about all that. They think about all
Mhm.
of that stuff, when they are getting products for us, which I appreciate.
That's amazing. I'm still like adrenaline from giving away those things.
I know,
Looks like
it's so
everybody had fun
cool.
with that. For those of you who forgot, just because there was so much happening a second ago, remember, guys, if you're placing an order today for $99, go ahead and add yourself a smash burger set and then put that code in at checkout. You're going to get it for free. And then for our 3 winners, I'll be getting back to you probably early in the morning because we leave a little late here at the end of the night. But I'll get back to you in the morning and we'll get those shipped out to you as well. So thank you guys for playing that game. And then again, if you need the recap, you need the free files, Live 19, just DM us on Instagram or Facebook.
I
Cool.
saw a question on there on the spatula and flipper part. Can you engrave the flipper part? And that's a really good question because I have been offering the Best Flippin' Dad, Best Flippin' Grandpa for so many years. And I thought to myself, we always have to change it up. Like as the years go on, I'm saying years and years on, I'm doing this in 2020. But as the years go on, I always think like, what can we offer that is unique that we haven't offered in the past? And I was thinking of, I do have my F2 and F1, F1 Ultra. And I am gonna get a fiber. That's one of the things that I do not have in my laser arsenal. I don't have a designated true fiber laser. So, but I thought to myself, there's so many areas on the metal that we could add some cool things to the metal.
Would you want to add it to the front or the back?
I would do it on the front.
Yeah.
But there's so much real estate on this. But everybody thinks I'm talented. I'm not half as talented as my group members. What they share in Primary Market Laser Partners just blows my mind on a daily basis.
Awesome. Well, I will say we are going to get into some files later on, like how a lot of those were made. But for you personally, I know you share a lot on there too, and copyright is kind of an issue for everyone, right? What do you do to make sure that you're getting good files and that they're files that are going to come back to bite you later?
I do most of the time. I work with people that I know and that I trust. One of my file designers that I think is really neat, and she's worked with John and me in the past, is Chelsea Tate. She has, oh my gosh, come on, John, help me out. Charming Finds. So Chelsea is a fantastic designer, and she's actually done a bunch of files for me for my grill flippers and has offered those into the group. She's done dad files. She's done mom files. Anything like we know that we can throw anything at Chelsea, and she's like, I got you. And it's just like, how did you know? That's just exactly what I needed. Karen Norton, she has Recycle Farmhouse. She's another amazingly talented file maker. I know that I'm missing so many others, but there is a lot of file makers in my group that are just that I have them come in and share. And Cuddle, Bonnie from Cuddle, she's pretty amazing too. So if you're into Cuddle, there's so many different designs on Cuddle. But when it comes, that's one of the things that I really am strategic on, is not allowing copyrighted or trademarked items in my group. You know, it's why risk it? You know, anything that's going to resemble that Jeep grill, the mouse, they come up for you.
Well, I love that you're pulling from the community. Like, that's really cool. Like, you know, you're like, hey, I know this person who could do this. Like, let's go ahead and make it work, right? Because that's what you want to do. Like, when you're someone growing in your business, like, you want to lift those other people up with you, right? So if you can be a collaborative thing, why not, right?
Yes,
And I did see
there's so many talented makers in our maker space, and you know, everybody does such a great job of building one another up.
Exactly. I did see a question coming in, I think from Liz. What was that question, Layla?
Yeah, Liz asked if you can engrave the flipper section with an F1 IR.
Yes, it's going to take a little bit longer on an F1. I do have the F2 that I prefer over the F1, but the F1 is still a great little machine. It's just that X tool has definitely increased their the benefits of the F2. So it's got more power. It's got a great camera on it. The F2, I think, is easier and faster. But if you're doing smart processing on your F1, it's going to take a little bit of time, but you can still. I had that F1, and something that I'm going to take credit for a couple things. I'm not good at doing this. Getting guys to next level, flower charms, that's all me, and blanket techniques. I made up flower charms back in 2021 because I got all this excess acrylic scrap. And I was like, what can I put this on? So I cut out a mirrored piece of acrylic and I put it on the base of some flowers for homecoming. And I was like, it's a flower charm. And it's
there you go.
Off. So I did the whole main purpose of this. I did hundreds of flower charms in metal on my F1. So it is doable to do metal on the F1. You're going to work that metal, yeah.
Cool. Do we have any other questions come in, Layla?
Yes, I believe we had one more.
We got to scroll through all these comments.
Yep.
Janet asked the cutting board and the smash burger set is double-sided. So this is the front and it's got a lip, and then on the back, it's just like this, but it's rubber wood. I love rubber wood. So I actually did this. I engraved this on my UV laser. You can get darker on the UV laser, but like Sam is using her F2 Ultra. I wanted to do my barbecue set on my F1 Ultra, which was not going to get as dark as a UV. So you can, there's Sam's design.
Hey.
So this is for Keenan, Uncle Keenan. Really good with it.
Cool. And then I think we had a few more come in.
Somebody asked me from Texas. I wish I was from Texas. I'm from Ottawa. It took me to Canada. I'm from Ottawa, Illinois, which is 90 minutes southwest of Chicago. So if you hear an accent, I'm not a city girl, but everybody thinks I'm from Chicago.
So Janet asks, how do you optimize your production across lasers and team members, but still get orders out in a timely way to customers?
No, that's such a good question, because that is where going full time with this optimization is essential. I wish I had a good answer for that, but I think just like batch ordering. So if I have 10 grill flippers, we're going to do all those grill flippers. I'm going to put them to the side. If I have like 5 marble and acacia cutting boards, I'm going to do those, and then I'm going to put them to the side. My number one problem is staying focused and doing the batch work, because I want to do the batch work, take photos, post. You can't do that. You have to stay focused on what you are doing. One of the things that I think is essential for us to grow is when we have that batch work, when we are doing, like the other night, we did 25 koozies and we did 20 golf tee holders. I did all that myself, but it was all the same and it was repetitive. I should not have been doing that. That should have been delegated out. But I was in my groove. I was using jigs that were made for me. I was like, I should not be doing this. But I think it's so essential to batch that work, and everybody has separate tasks. Mine should not really be standing in front of a laser doing repetitive work. Serenity comes here. She has a little sister, Savannah. Savannah has been, oh my gosh, in the holiday season, she sat in front of the F1 Ultra and just one after another, coaster upon coaster. So once it comes off the laser, it has to be cleaned.
Mhm.
So I box everything up, and my parents come. So that's Bushi. Bushi is my mother. and picks it up and cleans it, and she actually does my packaging now. So few and far between am I actually tying the bow, but I still do.
Yeah.
But she is the one that inspired me with packaging. So from a young age, going to kids' birthday parties, I was mesmerized by how she could package. So everything that I know about packaging, I learned from my mother.
Well, I mean, it sounds like you have quite the assembly line of awesomeness going on over there.
I just wish that, I could talk more on efficiency. That is something that I am working on and trying to perfect as we do this full time and make this a full-time business.
That'll be the next level success lounge that we do.
I try to listen to everybody and how they run efficient businesses.
Absolutely. Layla, we have another question?
Yeah, so Raymond asks, how do you calculate your resale pricing?
That is, I try to do ×4, but, I just doing this and seeing what my market is buying and what price points are buying at. I think it's a matter of what works for you. There are people that are fantastic at pricing, and that would be Mark and John. I know that they're going to be talking about it at Next Level. I don't think John gave me credit, but I don't think that I'm the best at pricing. I just know what works for me. So what would I price these sets at? I would price the griller set. So also with the griller set, keep in mind, it's got a lot of engraving on it. So that's time is money. So you got to make sure that you are pricing accordingly. So if you're looking at my grilling set here, each one of these pieces hit a laser. So I'm going to make sure that I make that money for all of these. So this grill set here, I'm going to sell this grill set for $84 because all these pieces have been personalized. The outside has been personalized, and my customers can tell me exactly what they want for personalization on this grill set. And then for the smash burger set, we are selling those for $110. So
nice.
When it comes to pricing, what do we sell the most of from Maker Flow? The marble and acacia cutting boards. My realtors love those. So the 12-piece set, we sell that for $92. And the marble acacia with the handle, we sell that for $75. And let's be real, it doesn't take a lot of time to design and engrave those, but that just comes with doing this and doing it right with efficiency. But those just fly off the shelves here.
Well, and I think too, like the consistency that you provide, right? Because you see it priced that way, but once you've already seen like it being given as a gift and you're like, oh, well, that is the end result. And not only does it hold up, but it always looks nice. It's always going to come like that. And to have it that personalized like that, that's a lot of effort. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Some people, were like, well, how can you get that much out of it? Well, even say you're going to run one of these, you're going to take a marble acacia cutting board that has, and you need a nice base size. If you're going to take it out, you're going to run it on an F1 Ultra, you're still looking at like a $3,000, $4,000 machine. So if your customer wants to do this, well, it's going to be $3,000, $30 because you have to think about your overhead. We can't be afraid to price. And I know I tell my followers what I need to hear too, but we can't be afraid to make a profit. And if we're not making profits, It's a hobby. We're not hobbyists. We're makers. They're run businesses.
That's it. Exactly. And I mean, when you're comparing that, I mean, sorry, when you're adding in like all of these case discounts that you're getting because you know that you're going to sell them, like it just really helps your bottom line, right?
Yes.
That's awesome.
For sure.
Do we have more questions come in? I see that chat's pretty active. No? Okay. I think they're talking amongst themselves and admiring your work. Well, that's awesome. I know we've had you on here for quite a while so far. Was there anything else you wanted to go over? Any other things you want to plug that are coming up? Anything else we should know?
I think, you know, the mothers are buying for the fathers. The fathers just kind of like go off the lists. Speaking from experience. But I think that the mother is trying to be more creative, and Father's Day is way more lucrative for us than Mother's Day. But for me, I'm wrapping up my school year. I haven't had a ton of Mother's Day offerings, but Father's Day, we just get slammed, and I love it.
Awesome. And then, okay, I'm going to ask you one more question.
Sure.
So for Father's Day, what is the top product that you're going to push?
Well, definitely the Smash Burger set. It's such a cool set. I
Awesome.
You know, I wanted to use some of Sam's designs because, you know, they're so cool. I think that a lot of people that are makers order this stuff and then they have analysis paralysis. So you sit like, I don't know what to do with this. I don't know what to put on this. So between going and sending those DMs to Make a Flow for some free files or jumping into my group that has these extremely talented makers and designers, it's a no-brainer. And the best part about it is if you go to my website, primarymarket.store, all the photos on there, all the professional photos, I have a couple that I need to like take out still that I just uploaded. All the professional photos were done by Chelsea from Charming Finds. But the best part about it is if you don't want to pay for custom photography from Chelsea, she's actually taking Make a Flow products and she sells mock-up photos of their products. No brainer. So.
There you go, guys. So that's a pretty good tip to have there. So keep that in your back pocket. Did any other last minute questions come in while we were wrapping that up? No? Okay, cool. All right. So Kathryn, thank you so much for being here. You're amazing. If you guys need more Kathryn in your life, that is her handle on the screen right there-ish. Yes, there it is. So that's the handle right there. Make sure you check her out. We did just load up her Success Lounge video as well. So make sure you check that out on our YouTube channel. And thank you so much, Kathryn. We really appreciate you so much. And tell Jay we missed her and she's amazing.
I'm sure she will. She's getting on tumbling now. I'm sure that she will have some comments for you as soon as she gets out and hits her dad's car. So
Excellent.
I'm honored to all of you that are sending such nice sentiments. I see them all. I'm going to read them all. You have no idea what you all mean to me.
Aw. Well, thank you so much, Kathryn. We really appreciate you.
Thank you. See you guys.
We'll see you later. Awesome. Well, everybody, let's see some clapping, some emojis. I know Kathryn's in the chat, so let's send some positive reactions. I hope you guys really enjoyed listening to her speak. She's an amazing woman, doing really great things, especially in the maker space. So if you guys don't know her, make sure you check more out from Kathryn. Again, that's Primary Market Gifts. She has her own Facebook group. She has her own shop online, everything, all of the things. So make sure you're checking out Kathryn. Let's go over this Live 19 one more time, guys. So we did a giveaway today. We got that giveaway already done. I believe we got emails from everybody we need emails from. Perfect. So I'll be following back up with you guys tomorrow. So you'll be getting an email from me and we'll figure all that out. Now for everybody else that's here, we have things for you too. Don't worry. So DM us Live 19 on Instagram or Facebook, and we're going to give you some free files. We'll go over some of them right now, actually. And then on top of that, we're also going to send you, a little recap. We'll send you the replay if you'd like it. And then we're doing a free offer right now with a $99 purchase. So if you go to makerflow.com, fill your bag with at least $99 worth of goodies, and then go ahead and add yourself a Smashburger set. Type in the code LIVE19 at checkout, and you will get that code, or you will get that Smash set for free. So one Smash set for free with a $99 purchase. So go ahead and check that out, guys. If you have questions, let me know. I see lots of clapping emojis. Glad you guys really enjoyed that. It's amazing. So keep the questions coming as you have them, guys. We're gonna go ahead and let's do some engraving, right? You guys want to see some of these files? So I'm gonna walk back here behind to my engraving area, and we're gonna do some things. Okay, let's start with the spatula. So I'm gonna pull the spatula out. I will show you. It does come wrapped and then wrapped again, just for a little extra security. And we're gonna go ahead and just set this underneath and make sure that it's laying nice and flat. Now you'll see that it is not laying flat when I leave it there. So I'm actually going to use some of my goodies from the Smashburger set, and I'm actually going to use that as a weight. There we go. Now it's laying nice and flat. So sometimes you have to improvise, but luckily I've got a lot of cool products to do that with right now. So cool. For anybody too who is at home wondering if some of these things come apart, a lot of these things do. So like the Smash set, I'll bring this to this camera real quick. So you guys will be able to see there's little screws right there too. So if this is too tall to go under your engraver, you can always just take the little wood piece off and screw it right back in. So I'll go ahead and set that back down. But yeah, let's go ahead and check out this handle. All right, so I've got that under my engraver. Bear with me just a moment, and I'm actually going to share my screen as well with you guys, and we'll look at some of these files. But yeah, give me just a moment to do so. If you guys have any comments, any questions, throw those in the chat for me. And I am just going to pull this up real quick. Let's see. Here we go. All right, now for anyone asking too, with these files, a lot of them, they're super cool. They're not copyright. You're probably wondering, how did we get those? So I actually use something called Laser Buddy, and it's from my buddy, Ashley, and it's super cool. So we're going to go ahead and we'll go over that in just a moment. All right, I'm getting just logged in here. There we go. Perfect. And okay, so bear with me just a moment, and I am going to share my screen with you guys. Entire screen. Here we go. Share. Okay. So you should see just my screen share pop up shortly. When it does, hide. Oh, you know what? I need to be in the right one. Bear with me just a moment. Will you plug that link into the chat for me, please? The little, yep. All right. Give me one moment, guys. Perfect. Okay. So now I am going to join the group. And yeah, while I'm doing this, guys, let me know, what is your favorite thing to grab files from? Are you guys using like Creative Fabrica? We're using Cuddle. Do we have graphic designer friends? Let me know where you're getting your files from. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen in just a moment. There we go. Okay. All right, cool. And then you should see just the little screen share thing pop up in a second. It won't be that one. It should be hide. It's just like a little screen share thing, and then we'll be able to see. Okay. Yeah, go ahead and just add it. Let's see what happens. Okay. And let's see. Bear with us just a moment, guys. Tiny bit of technical difficulties. I'm going to try this one more time. Okay. So that isn't working for me. Give me one quick sec. Do we have any questions coming in, Layla?
We have no questions, but I see a lot of people talking about how they use Creative Fabrica or Etsy for their files. Cuddle. Some people even talked about contacting other small business owners and designers.
Awesome. I love that. Cool. So we all have kind of our way that we're doing it right now, which sounds like everybody's doing a little bit differently, which is amazing. We do use a lot of Creative Fabrica here as well. I will say it's so weird that it's just not popping up. Hide. Okay. So I'm not going to be able to do it from my side, unfortunately. But I'll come back to the main camera and we'll kind of talk about it for a second. But so I'm using a thing called Laser Buddy, guys. So the files I'm about to show you as we're getting them engraved, and I have one tiny one that I did right here, just as a little quick tester. But this was very similar to the one that Kathryn had, but it's for a Father's Day type thing. So it's a Grill Master Dad. I just did it real small, so we kind of tested out, see how it worked. But the way that I generated these designs was through basically AI. So we use this thing, Laser Buddy. And with Laser Buddy, all I had to do, it's already kind of set up to basically give you like bold lines. Like it's looking for what an engraving wants to be, right? So it takes a lot of the guesswork out for you. And it's going to just let you plug in what you want it to be. So I typed in that I wanted some Father's Day, barbecue, summer designs, and I was able to get some really cool ones. It will generate like a preview for you first, and then it can also export into SVG. So everything is just ready to go through this process. But I will tell you again, the app is called Laser Buddy. And if you're interested in getting it, my friend Ashley from Chip Builds, who I think is in the comments right now, she has that available on her Linktree on Instagram. So if you're ever struggling and you're like, oh, I want something that's a little bit different, or I want something that's very specific, that's what Laser Buddy's for. I've even seen Ashley do really cool images of like, people's families, things like that. Like you can plug in whatever you want into this thing and it will create like a laserable file for you that is non-copyright. So it's really cool. And a lot of the designs that we're using are from there. I know that John added a couple extra designs in there because we always like to give you a little bit extra. So most of them are from Laser Buddy. A few are from John specifically. But yeah, let me know if you guys have questions on that. And then let's engrave some, right? So I'm going to go ahead and plug some in. If you guys have questions on settings, let me know. And let's go ahead and pull that up on the engraver. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm pulling up. I'm using Creative Space from Xtool right now. So Creative Space is going to be, the other one died? That's okay. So Creative Space is going to be really cool. It's a free program that comes with the Xtool software or with the Xtool machine, so you can kind of use that for your engraving. I'm going to go ahead and do, let's see. Let's do, because we just have that little spatula on there. So let's see something small that would fit on the spatula, okay? So I actually made these tiny little designs too that go with those bigger engravings. So I have one that I'm going to do real quick here that actually is like a little flame. So I'll go ahead and throw that on here. I'm going to make it just a little bit smaller so that it fits onto the spatula, and it's going to engrave so quickly. All right. So I'm going to let this engrave. While it does that, I'm going to see about this other camera so you guys can see this happening, okay? So I'm going to hit process. The default setting that I'm using, guys, is just the bamboo setting, okay? You don't have to like really over test with this stuff. You can just try one of the wood settings and it's probably going to do pretty decent. It gives you pretty good settings to start with. So I'm going to say, Layla, look away. Don't look into the light. And here we go. This is going to take a whole 3 seconds. Look at that. Okay. Now I will give you an expert tip. Don't remove it until you're happy with the engraving. Okay. So I'm not gonna touch it. I'm gonna look at it with my eyes. I'm gonna see. Oh, it actually looks pretty perfect. So I think we're good. So let's see. So this took a whole 3 seconds, guys. Let's pull it over here. What do we think? Isn't that cute? Just a little fire. Because, you know, your burgers are fire when you're using the burger flipper, right? So the different settings, they'll come with like those bigger settings, and then they also come with 5 little, the files come with a bigger file and then 5 little files like this so that you can actually put them on everything as well. Okay, so super cool, guys. And then, you know, why stop there, right? We could always add more to it. We could put a name on it, anything like that. What do you guys think? What else should I put on this? Another design, a name? Let me know. And then while you guys are letting me know, do we have any questions coming in?
Yeah. Do you think that you could use paint fill?
Yeah.
In the spatula?
Yeah, absolutely. I know we used something too the other week, and it's called Rub and Buff. I think like that would work really well too. I would say you probably want like a sealant over it, just because the barbecue items do tend to get a little bit more worn and torn than some things do. But yeah, you could definitely do that. You could do paint filling. Cool. Good question, guys. And then anything else that we want to see? Did we say names, more designs? Okay. Let me see really quick here. I'm going to see if I can get my other camera going while you guys are thinking. I'm just going to give this a quick second. Okay. Okay. This one might come back. Okay. So let's try it again. Let's do another engraving. How about this time? Let's get into the actual set. Okay. So let's get into this whole set here, and let's see what we can engrave out of it. So pretty much everything except for this this glove we can engrave on, right? So let's go ahead and let's just pull out one of these tools. I'm going to pull out the little basting brush. And I will tell you too, all of these items are like carefully placed inside of that set. So that's super cool too. And looking just kind of at where my laser lights are focusing, it seems like these are pretty much very similar heights as the spatula that I just had in there. So that's really cool too, especially when you're thinking about things like the workflow that Kathryn mentioned, where you're wanting to try to do batch processing, things like that. Having items that are similar definitely helps in that aspect. All right, cool. So I went ahead and I'm just going to refresh what I have under my laser right now. And then we're going to go ahead and let's put something on it, right? So for this one, why don't we put, you know, who it belongs to on here? Let's do that. Let's do a text. And let's borrow from our friend Kathryn, and we're going to put best flippin', what do they call it? A base brush or?
Yeah.
Basting brush?
Yeah.
Basting brush. All right, cool. So I just typed that onto my keyboard. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to actually just move it over just a little bit. You can even curve in this software, which is really cool. So just go ahead and kind of line up your text the way you want it to be. And then you can also change the font if you'd like. I kind of like this cursive font that it's starting with. So I'm going to frame it and just make sure it looks good on my little basting brush. We'll go ahead and move that real quick so you guys can see it a little bit better. There we go. Perfect. All right. I think that fits in there really nicely. So we'll go ahead and we'll engrave it. All right. So I'm going to go ahead. And again, we're just doing this with bamboo as the setting. You can always fine tune. But for anyone who's looking for the settings for the F2 Ultra, it is blue light, power of 90, speed of 1450, 1 pass, and the lines per centimeter are 120. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and click process. And this is going to take us a whole whopping 20 seconds, guys. Are you ready? Here we go. All right, so it's going to go ahead and engrave. It's got a whole 8 seconds left, but you guys can see all that happening on the camera. Isn't that cool? All right, cool. So let me take a look at it. Let's say I want this one to be darker. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to run it one more time. Because I didn't move it, I don't really have to do anything to it. It's going to just keep going. All right. I think it looks pretty good to me. That took a total of 40 seconds. And let's take a look. All right. So, best flippin' brush. I did have it at an angle a little bit. Believe it or not, that is what I intended to do. But you can always move things around as you see fit. But yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. Best flippin' brush. All right, cool. So guys, we did a little bit of engraving on there. And then if you wouldn't mind, back to me, please. Okay, so we did a little bit of engraving. Let me know if you guys have questions. But it's like Kathryn said, the more that you add to it, the more that you personalize it, the more value that it has. And the more, personal it is to someone. So the more meaning you can put behind something, it's just going to be even better for your bottom line. So you can get this kit and you can, just engrave the outside of it. But why not take it a step further and engrave every single thing in there, or give them the option to engrave every single thing in there, right? So there's a lot of different options that you have and ways that you can really make up that value, right? Do we have any questions coming in before I get a little further here?
Yes, kind of.
Let's go.
Okay. Tom asked, will it make my barbecue taste better?
Will it make your barbecue taste better? It depends. For me personally, when I'm using my utensils, I have a sense of pride. So they taste better to me, but that's up to you.
And Ashley from Chip Builds, she says, are you challenging me to try and engrave the glove?
Ashley, you know I challenge you all the time. So yes, engrave the glove. Let's see it. And then use it and prove that it doesn't like wipe away or something. All right, what else we got?
That's it for now.
Okay, cool. And guys, if you see Ashley in there asking about the challenges, she is the lady behind Laser Buddy. And there is also a sublimation version of that as well. So if you're looking for sublimation files and you're having that same kind of issue where you're just running into copyright trouble or you're just not finding something that you like for yourself, that's another option of what you can do. Okay. So we did go ahead and look into the barbecue set a little bit. I say we should engrave one more thing from the Smash Burger set, and then let's move on to UVDTF and kind of show you what you can do with that. Let me know how that sounds, guys. And if there's questions, let me know. But I'm going to go ahead and bust out this barbecue set, or the Smash Burger set, which you guys can get for free today with a $99 purchase. Just move some of this out of the way. We'll grab that Smash Burger set. Okay, so good news. It also has beautiful packaging. So it comes in this lovely giant box with all of the good things in here. When you open the box, you're going to see that it is, well, first of all, you'll see that it's completely blank. So there's nothing on it other than a little QR code, or I'm sorry, barcode at the bottom. There it is. And it doesn't really have maker flow anywhere, I don't think. Yeah, it just says Smash Burger Press Starter Kit Smash Set. So this is non-branded. So when you get this and you add your branding to it, it really is yours. They have no way of finding where this goes unless they're familiar with MakerFlow, then they might know. But just as is, they wouldn't know that, right? So let's go ahead and open this up. And when we open it up, again, you'll see the foam, right, to keep everything nice and pristine in here. And then you're going to see all of the things that Kathryn was sewing. So you'll see your little patty maker. You're going to see your different smash sets. You're going to see the spatula. Underneath, you're going to have that big cutting board, and as well as that sheet. So let's go ahead and pull out the big cutting board. I'm going to just set this down for a second. The only thing we didn't plan on in this live is how big all of our products are. So that's the trouble I'm running into right now. It's just a spacing issue. So we're just going to set this down over here for a moment. And let's pull this out. I will say too, we've added care cards to the Smash sets. So you'll see these in there as well now. I know they didn't always come with these, but it also tells you about the black grill mat. So all of the info is there, which is really cool. I think this is one of the only double-sided ones, which is super neat. But yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and grab the cutting board. So I know people were asking about this earlier, like it was double-sided. This one is not double-sided. So you can always customize the back. Like you could always engrave back here instead of on the inside if you want to make sure that they're not using where the engraving is, but it's really up to you. So let's go ahead and let's flip it upside down, and we're going to go ahead and engrave something on the back of this, okay? We're going to go ahead, and I'm just going to put that right under my engraver. I want it to be kind of centered. Perfect. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and line that up, and then let's add one of these cool new designs. Okay. So I just need to go ahead and focus my lights real quick, and then we will go ahead and put a cool design on here. Now, we did show off some of the summer designs. Let's show off one of the graduation designs because we have those as well, right? So I'm going to go ahead and put one of the grad designs in here. I'm going to frame it up real quick and make sure that it is nice and centered because we're going to do a big one for this one. All right, so that looks pretty centered to me. You guys can also always measure. I would recommend that for any of your clients' projects that you're working on. But since this is a quick demo, we will be measuring with our eyeballs. All right, so I've got the design in there. This one, like I said, is going to be a graduate design. I'm going to go ahead and process it. Again, I'm using the settings for bamboo. Now this is going to take, let's see, probably a couple minutes just because it's pretty much as big as the engraving bed. Yeah, 1 minute, 59 seconds. So I know my stuff. We'll go ahead and click start and away it goes. All right. I do have a purifier on as well. So you guys will probably hear that going off too. Okay. While that's doing its thing. So we did have people asking if we could engrave on the box as well. We might not get to that today because I still need to do some UV DTF. But I will tell you, you can use the cardstock settings for this. So you go ahead and use cardstock, and you can actually engrave onto the box as well. They are such nice quality that they will withstand the laser machine. So that's pretty cool. But you can also UV DTF on them. And I like to add a little color, so I think that that's pretty cool. So we'll add a little UV DTF. I might do just a quick little engraving on one of these since you guys asked so nicely. But yeah. Do we have any other questions coming in? Yes.
Do you have the glasses to protect your eyes too?
Do we have the glasses? We do. They are actually, I think, right here. Well, I am not looking at the light. Yeah, here they are. These are them. I keep them close by just in case, but they're like, they're not as cool as my glasses. I'm going to leave these here in case Layla wants them, but they're here. We're just not using them. Good question. Any other questions?
Wendy asked, how are you getting such a dark mark?
How am I getting such a dark mark on the engravings? So it depends. For me personally, I'm kind of repeating passes until I'm happy with the way that it looks. So you could either do that, or you could do like a test grid, and you can kind of look at all the different options and just kind of update your power settings a little bit. So it just depends, right? I think this looks pretty good. I like it. I'm going to bring it to the table. Let me go ahead and just turn off my my little air purifier real quick. And let's take a look at that, guys. What do we think? This took just shy of 2 minutes. And I know once we add that mineral oil to it, it's really going to shine up real nice. But what do we think, guys? So this is one of those free files that you can get. So not only Father's Day files, but we also have a couple of graduate files. And then, you know, the camping files as well. So lots of great stuff. What do we think?
Super cool.
Awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and just leave this for now. And then let's actually do the box that you guys wanted to see. Let's do that box real quick. Here we go. All right. So I'm not going to worry about framing this up like at all. This is just to show you that it can engrave. Okay. So we're going to just put something little on here. And I will warn you with, I haven't engraved on the box in a while. So if my settings aren't perfect, I apologize. All right, so I'm going to move this to the side. Let's go ahead and pull over one of my little designs that go on the utensils. So first, I'm actually going to go ahead and focus my lasers. So we'll do that real quick. And then we're going to use, let's put a little crown on it. That makes sense, right? Okay, so we'll put a crown. Just going to put it right back here in the corner. And I'm going to change my settings, like I said, I'm going to go to paper. And then there is a cardboard setting for cardstock. So we're going to do white cardstock. Perfect. Apply. And then that's going to change it. It changes the power and the speed significantly. So this brings it down to 70% power, 800 speed, still 120 lines per centimeter. So I'm going to go ahead and turn on my little air purifier because from what I remember, paper smells more. So let's try it out, guys. Here we go. Process. And this is going to take probably 10 seconds. Yeah, 8 seconds. Look at that. Here we go. I didn't see anything come through. Let's try that again. All right, let's pick a different setting. We'll go back, finished. And let's see. So the white shimmer cardstock didn't work. Let's try back to paper. We're going to go back to cardboard. And let's try this one. Okay. I'm going to just try a darker cardstock and we're going to see what happens. Okay. Process. Here we go. And this is it too. If you're not sure of settings or if you don't know how it's going to work out, just don't move it from the engraving bed because you can always keep going. You can always try again unless you move it out of the way. These boxes are too strong. Actually, I know what the issue is. So looking under my laser bed right now, I see that my lights never focus. So the two lasers, the red and the blue, are nowhere near each other. So that's why this isn't working. That's something you just want to double check before, engraving. So let's go ahead and try this one more time. We're going to refocus our focus. It does like an autofocus. So see the blue light, the red light right now? Well, a second ago when it was dark in there. Those two need to meet each other. So if it's not doing it on its own, you can go ahead and actually do it manually. So now I'm pushing the lasers together to get them to focus. And then once they meet, I can try that again. And I bet you it's going to work like a charm. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to process one more time. Here we go. Okay. Okay, cool. So now there is something coming through. You can barely see it. So I'm actually going to go ahead and just do it 2 more times. And then I'll show you guys. There we go. You can see it more coming through now for sure. We'll do 1 more time and then I'm going to show it. Cool. All right. So we figured it out, guys. Let's take a look. All right. See? It worked. After several attempts. I will tell you, this happened to me at a market once. If you want to switch over to me. So I actually borrowed a friend's F1 and I took it out with me and I was having trouble, but it was really bright outside. and I didn't see that the laser hadn't focused. So the two lights weren't meeting. Because they didn't meet like that, it's not focused. So it's not going to be able to produce the lasering capability the way that it should. Like it won't go to the object that it's supposed to, like none of that stuff works. So you just have to kind of troubleshoot a little bit. So instead of getting nervous, I kind of took a second just now. I'm like, oh, why isn't this working? It should work. And you're able to figure out the issue, right? Because we didn't touch it, we didn't move it. There's no other little weird indents anywhere else. We just left it where it was and figured out the problem. So you absolutely can engrave on the boxes as well. Boom. Okay, questions?
What were your settings used?
Cool. Let me talk about the settings real quick. So we used, it was a cardstock setting. So I got one of the preset ones from Creative Space, but the setting is a power of 80%, speed 1600, and lines per centimeter 120. But remember, I ended up doing 3 passes on this. So you probably up your power a little bit, maybe lower your speed a little bit. But it's just kind of finding that finesse, right? Like fine tuning it to getting those results that you need. But yeah, not too bad. So let's do one more thing before it gets too late. And I just want to show off real quick this UV-DTF. Yes, question.
What X tool model is this?
That's the X-Tool F2 Ultra. So not the UV one, but the F2 Ultra. So let's say you design is updated for Sasquatch. Yeah, so John added some Sasquatch in there. So that's pretty awesome. I don't know if for MakerFlow OGs, you might remember we've been doing stuff with Sasquatch like 3 or 4 years. Like I know I had like a Willie Nelson Sasquatch for the 4th of July, one of the first years that I was here, which is pretty cool. But yeah, we love Sasquatch. But yeah, so something like this, like say you want to add color to the box, right? So like something like this would be perfect. So you can add this as a cute little kind of decoration on your box. That way, when you're gifting it away, like say you wrap your little ribbon on there and then you're adding this as well, like just top notch, right? Like really just makes it above and beyond. We also have cute little bows that you can add, anything like that, right? So you could have either put these on like the outer packaging or the back of those cutting boards, anything like that. But you can definitely use this to kind of help with all of that. We really need to name this machine. I know. I'll have a name for it by the next time we use it. I feel pressured right now, but I do love to name things. My current car doesn't have a name, which makes me a little sad. But my last car was Grey Wind. So yeah, I usually name the things. All right. Any other questions to go over, guys? Do you want to see how UV-DTF works? Should I put one of these on something? Let me know. I'm going to grab the squeegee tool real quick while you guys decide. Give me one quick second. See, so fast. I'm already back. Okay. So for this, I actually kind of wanted to put this on the box. So let's go ahead and put something on the box. I'm just going to leave this to the side. I think we'll use this box actually. Okay, and then we'll switch over to this camera right here so they can kind of see it happening. Beautiful. Okay, cool. So from there, you'll just take your UV-DTF. We're going to use this one that we were showing off a minute ago, this little colorful Father's Day design. And again, we are reaching the end of this, guys. So if you have questions, let us know in the chat. I will remind you guys that for every $99 purchase, make sure you're also adding a Smash Burger set to your order and then type in the code LIVE19 at checkout. That way you get that Smash set for free. And then if you want these cool files that we've been showing off for engraving, you're going to find those by DMing us LIVE19 on Instagram or Facebook. So don't forget, guys. All right. I'm going to have you flip to this other camera for a second. This is the hardest part of UV-DTF, okay? So literally getting the paper to separate. So for, I don't know if Alexis and Kendra are here today. If they're here, they would definitely attest to this because I know that they found that out one day after they cut all of their designs really small. And I said, well, be sure to leave yourself some room because it's easier when you have room. They're like, oh, great. So that's the hardest part is getting these two pieces to separate. And the reason why you have to do that is because this is like a carrier sheet. So you want to remove them from the one sheet, put them onto the package, and then you remove the other sheet, right? So now let's go ahead and put this on the box. We can go back to the other camera. All right, cool. So I'm going to go ahead and put this just here in the corner. I feel like it looks nice over here. So I'm going to set that down right there and then just kind of smooth it out. Perfect. And then I'll take my little squeegee tool. This is one of the little Maker Flow squeegees that comes in your toolkit. So these are available on the site as well if you lose the one that comes with your Ninja Transfers order. All right. So once we squeegee that on, little things you might have to go back and squeegee again. So you always just kind of want to pull slowly. So let's go ahead and we'll start pulling this clear sticker. Here we go. And I'm just going to make sure my design stays where I want it to stay. If you see anything lifting like this tiny little star, I'll get it staying. You can always just stop, go back, squeegee some more. So we'll go ahead and we'll continue to pull off this sheet until the design says otherwise. But so far, so good. Even all of these little toe prints are staying behind. So that's great. I was most scared of those. But what do we think, guys? We can engrave, we can do UV-DTF. You can do UV color printing on a lot of this stuff as well. The boxes look great with the UV color printing on them. But yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff you can do with this. Yep, everything's looking good so far. This one's staying really nice. Yep, even our little apostrophe stayed in place. Awesome. Almost done. Get our little stars to stay. Perfect. All right. I think we nailed it, guys. Okay, cool. So let's take a look at that. Here we go. What do we think? Pretty neat. Added some color to that packaging. And then now think of how nice this would look with one of those black bows that Kathryn was showing off. Or, you know, a different color bow, whatever your color is. Add that to this, make it yours. And then you have this set here, right? So then you'll have this whole set. You'll have it customized. You've got customization on the box, customization on the inside. What would you guys sell this barbecue set for? Like, you saw all of what comes in it. You saw all the different things you can do to it. What would you sell this completely personalized barbecue set for? So throw me some numbers in the chat, guys. And then while you're doing that, let's see, we had a question. Are you guys also providing UV-DTF? So we don't have UV-DTF files per se, but you could always plot those SVGs into the Ninja Transfer app, and you could put them in there. They just wouldn't have color. You'd have to change that in like AI or something like that if you wanted to add color to it. But if you have your own designs and you just want them printed into UV-DTF, you can absolutely do that on our website. Just go to makerflow.com. There's actually a whole section for Ninja Transfers. So you can order all of that off of our website as well. I got someone saying 125. Awesome. I think my market around 100. Yeah, guys, these are great prices. And honestly, with a set like this, and they're consistent, once you sell the one, you're going to sell some more, because people like to talk about when they get cool things, right? Like, who doesn't like to brag about, oh, I got this really custom set and it's super duper custom and nice. Who wouldn't, right? Cool. So yeah, so you guys get it. All right. Awesome. So we talked about how to personalize all of these. We talked about all these free Father's Day files, some graduation files to get you ready for the other holidays and seasons that are coming up. And we're giving you a free Smash Burger set if you just put in the code and order $99 worth of stuff. So a lot of cool stuff coming out, guys. I know I covered a lot. I feel like I've talked too much. Let me know if we've missed anything. Any questions, Layla?
No questions.
All right. So hopefully you guys are pumped. I will say Mother's Day is this weekend. So make sure you guys are treating those mothers nicely. Make sure that we are treating ourselves nicely as well, because you don't want to just stress yourself out on these holidays. You want to make sure that you are surviving and thriving through them, right? On top of that, I also have to say Cruz's birthday. If you guys know Handmade by Cruz Cruz is amazing. Her birthday was on the 3rd. So everybody make sure you're wishing Cruz a happy birthday. I talked to her a little bit this morning, and she's amazing. She's been one of the people working with us since I started working here. So it's really cool. But yeah, so guys, thanks again for being here. To recap the deals that are going on, DM us Live19 for a recap for those free files on Instagram or Facebook. And then again, if you have a $99 purchase that you're making today before midnight, add the Smash Burger set and then add that code and you're going to get it for free. Okay? So guys, we really appreciate you being here. Please reshare this because they have until midnight to place those orders. So if you have anybody else who might benefit from a deal like this, and who wouldn't, make sure you let them know, guys. Do a friend a favor and bring them next time because who knows what we're going to have for you on the next live. All right. But it's going to be cool. I promise you that. So thanks again, everybody, for being here. Big shout out to Kathryn for stepping in, John for coming through too, Layla for manning the keyboard. Thank you guys so much. And we will see you soon.